Today's vaccine is finding out if Odato needs surgery on their own broken into plastic thing cast put on, but this is all we know. Like, the link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this vaccine in 3, 2, 1.
Will it hurt on the brake? Will it run on the brake?
We're not making the break worse. Is that what you're asking?
Seems like you're making
Hello and good morning, everyone.
You guys, good morning. I'm gonna come down here with our sweet Hazy because today is her day. It's all about her today.
day.
Oh, what's going on today?
I'm gonna go to the doctor's.
We're going to the doctor's and we are going to either one, getting our cast put on today, which would be pretty awesome. You have a color picked out?
Pink.
Pink, and then how do you want people to sign it?
Purple marker.
Purple Sharpie, that would be so cool. Or two, there is the possibility that we would be having surgery today. So
She says it quietly because she doesn't want that option.
we're whispering surgery today because we were hoping that that is not the case, that is not what happens. However, I feel like Hazy's pretty brave and she's up for anything. She's told us that
she's
prepared.
I feel like she's well prepped for either situation. Hoping for one.
Tell us really quickly, Hazy girl, if they have surgery, because she's kind of walked through that in her mind, what would that be like? You wouldn't have surgery today, you'd find out and it'd be scheduled for another time, right?
I don't know how quickly they can schedule surgery. I feel like these are kind of important.
Usually not like same day. What is the main thing that you're like saying that you hope that they would do?
I would also sleep and I would wake up and be done.
That would be the nice thing.
Yeah,
so she's
because
actually
whenever they squish my arm together to put on this,
squish your arm together.
they put me to sleep and I didn't know that. I went to sleep.
And so she just woke up and she goes, I was asleep? She kind of giggles.
I was asleep.
You were asleep.
The whole thing was done when she woke up.
From that whole day.
She literally said, it's not gonna be that bad, I guess, if I have to have surgery. And I love how she's kind of mentally preparing herself, walking her through the steps. She's like, okay, so if I had to, my initial thought is to freak out a little bit because I've never had that happen before. But if I do, it'll be okay because I'll just be asleep and I'll wake up and it'll be done. I love that you're thinking it through. You're so
pretty simple,
mature
right?
in your thoughts. You're so incredible. You have been so strong, so brave through this entire thing. You guys, if you didn't see yesterday, Hazy went swimming for the first time in our pool as a mermaid.
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
She also had her friend over, Carson, who's had a handful of broken bones. They were talking about the benefits of the hard cast, how she's gonna be able to do more, easier to
And
kind of
it's
waterproof.
easier. Like
Yeah.
you can also just swim in
She's
it.
had a hard cast before. This is not her first broken arm. In fact,
This is my second.
she broke both bones in her right arm when she was like 3. And I was watching some of those videos. It's kind of funny. Some of the tips that she learned then about if it itches, how do you scratch it? You knock on it. Somewhat familiar territory. This is actually the same place that she's been to before.
Same doctor.
Pediatric orthopedic surgeon. Am I saying those words right?
That
Yeah,
in the
it's
vlog.
a tough one
It's
to say.
a really big tongue
It's a real
twister.
tongue twister. So she's been there before. Probably doesn't remember it. But I do remember, I feel like
don't
you got a
remember.
sucker each time and you look forward to that. For some reason, I remember like a
sucker?
dum-dum. Did I make that up or did you
No,
bring
you're
those?
the dum-dum. So we're bringing those
Yeah,
along.
and you're the sucker. And all of us are going.
I'm the smarty.
Hazy, we're just a family of candy over here. You're headed there right this minute. Hazy has on a beautiful dress. She is looking so good. She got some
Tank
brand new
tops are
shoes.
really easiest for her to wear sling and everything. She is wearing new shoes.
Everyone wants to looking for their best when they're heading in to find out if they're gonna get surgery. We're hoping we're coming home with a beautiful bright pink cast.
We're hoping.
Who
We're
gets
ready
to sign it first?
for anything.
My brothers.
We just got here. Hazy girl, we are at your appointment now. Does that look familiar? Do you remember that building at all? Probably not. You're only 3. Yeah, you're only 3 the last time we were here. We're gonna go in there right now. We're gonna find out if we're gonna be getting a cast or if we're gonna be getting surgery. We've been looking forward to this day. Kind of
I'll
feels
have
like life has
answers.
been on pause until we find out about this because we have a few things on the chopping block. Or not on the chopping block, on the agenda. We got Disney coming up, but a couple other things
We
that
have summer.
summer, we've got the dance routine, things that like kind of rely on what comes out of this moment here. So
Yeah.
we're all a little bit nervous, a little bit excited. We're just grateful, I think, to have it done and to have answers and to know what's gonna happen moving forward. So Hazy girl, are you ready for the big appointment? Going in there right
Yeah,
now.
let's do it. We just got checked in. They just asked, how it happened. What is she taking for pain? We explained all of that and they said first, before do anything, they're gonna get x-rays since the bones have moved since the initial injury, since they pushed them back together.
Squishy squish.
Squished them. See what her arm looks like right now so we know how to move forward.
So we know if it's together or not.
Yep, here we are, we're
The
back.
scary
Yeah.
part.
X-rays coming up next.
Yeah.
And then we
That's
find
the
out.
easy
They
part.
have Wally too.
That'd be cool. But then there, they look pretty good. I don't know, I'm not a doctor.
I think I'll get a cast.
I hope so. Hope so.
This is today's x-rays. We're still looking pretty straight here, which is great. Alignment here looks good as well. I do worry about these. These are the hardest fractures we deal with. It's trying to imagine like two chopsticks balancing on top of each other, right? So I want to make sure it doesn't do this or that. Same thing with this. Gotta kind of mold this in a certain way. In fact, probably give her a thumb hold here, which means we want to make sure that radius stays as straight as possible. We want to give a good ulnar border so that that ulna doesn't tilt out on us. And try and squeeze the radius as well. So there's a lot of things going on here. We're going to try our best to make this stay as good as it looks now. If it stays like this, we'll be fine.
Oh, good.
And so we're going to keep a close eye on it. Probably have you back in a week to check on it. Just get an x-ray through the cast. Make sure it hasn't moved on us. Are you guys going to be around?
We're supposed to leave for Disney a week from today.
Probably just need to stay here and I'll go for you.
We just met with the doctor. He's super awesome. He's the one that helped her arm last time.
It's kind of cool because he remembered. I'm like,
He
you gotta see a
remembered.
lot
Even
of
the
people
x-ray
5
tech
years
remembered
ago.
us. I was like, I feel like I remember you from 5 years ago.
That was really cool. Makes you feel like you're being taken care of.
They said these brakes are really tricky because he says it's like balancing chopsticks on top of each other. So I want to make sure that they don't move at all. So he's explaining, he goes, we're going to position her arm in a way that the thumb is still so that radius doesn't move. Have to push here and push there and make sure it stays intact.
Last time that made me scream.
Yeah.
It really
Because
did.
I didn't know what was happening. Because
Yeah.
I was only 3.
I love you.
So I was like, yeah, we'll just have you back here in a week. And I was like, in a week, we are going to be on a flight to Disneyland. We can come in that morning. He goes, how about we have you come in Tuesday? But she seems like a pretty wild, active, young little girl.
Say she seems wild.
He says she seems pretty active, throwing in wild, because I know.
Because we know you are. Call her Crazy Hazy.
So they have 3 surgeons here in the office. He says, I really like their opinion. We don't really know what we're doing yet.
So we actually just stepped out to go grab a surgeon to come back in, have him look at the x-rays, and help us make a better decision on if we should do a procedure to kind of more permanently place things without so much risk, or we go with the cast route and just kind of try it out and see if it's going to work. Instead of just trying, the surgery is a more sure way to get things taken care of. The cast is more of like a let's wait and see. We're just waiting and seeing because we went to go grab a surgeon right now. You doing okay? You're gonna do great. I love you. I know.
I spoke to Dr. Spears. We agree. We both think it looks great. I think we're going to move forward with the cast.
Oh my gosh, that's the greatest news ever!
Let's have you back on Tuesday. Get an x-ray through the cast. And his recommendation, let's say it moves on us in a week. You can still go to Disneyland. When you come back from Disneyland, we figure it out. Those go on soft and then they harden. While it's hardening, that's when I'm going to come help mold it, okay? Our goal is to get a good lateral border here. We want it nice and flat on the outside of your arm. A nice 90-degree angle.
Alright guys, we just got the biggest news. Hazy, what are they doing? We're doing a cast. So they had the surgeon take a look at it. The surgeon agreed a cast is probably going to be enough. They're going to cast it. We're going to come back in less than a week.
We're going to come back on Tuesday. They're going to look at it. And they said, even if they feel like surgery's needed, I doubt it. We can still go to Disney, take care of it when we come back.
And just deal with it when we get back. They're like, it's no big deal. And he just told Hazy, depending on how Tuesday goes, no promises yet, she could go on the rides at Disneyland. She could
kind of hoping for
do you know
the
how
food tour.
amazing that would be to see cute little Hazy with her arms up on Guardians of the Galaxy credit coaster?
I'm
with a
just
pink
picturing her
cast.
throwing her arm up and smacking herself in the head.
Shows you the cast color, and it's going to be
Pink.
pink, and they're coming back in right now to press and set and put that cast on. This is what you said apart from last time. But I know, but this is the cast option. It's the one you wanted.
Oh, it has a phone.
Yeah, that's called the splint. That's
She
what
never
was
saw
really
that.
hard.
She was asleep when they put that on, remember? Remember, Hazy girl, this is the part that they put on while you were asleep.
Yeah. I wish they put me to sleep while they squeezed it on.
These guys aren't going to squeeze, they're just taking it off.
So, it is water resistant but not waterproof.
Gross. My arm is so skinny. Skinnier than this one.
Did you have to have a cast above her elbow last time?
Yeah, they did too. This is the moment.
We've been waiting for.
The day before she broke her arm, I was saying how cute it was when she was 3 years old and had this darling cast.
It's
They
not
just
cute anymore.
didn't.
Big deep breaths.
It doesn't hurt so bad.
Try harder?
No!
No, I'm just teasing you.
Last time it looked like a burrito.
Oh, like a burrito.
No, I'm not trying to hurt you.
And it better so that you don't have to have
Good
surgery.
spots.
Will it hurt on the brake? Will it ruin the brake?
Definitely not trying to ruin the brake. We
It's
want
just making it perfect.
want the brake to stay where it's at, so it doesn't move. We're not making the brake worse. Is that what you're asking?
Seems like you're raking it.
You're making it worse.
Are we sure this guy knows what he's doing, right?
My dad's been saying don't touch it, and you're shoving on it. Doing good.
Doing a good job.
I like the sound.
It's kind of a funny sticky. What does it sound like?
Almost like slime, Hazel.
It's like foamy.
Kind of
It's like
bubbly.
Like sizzly.
like bacon.
Oh.
Right.
Hazel, you didn't even like kind of start to cry. That was easy breezy.
My fingers are red.
Should turn pink pretty soon. You squeeze them white, they should turn red pretty quickly.
Okay, if they don't, then we need
If
to.
they don't, call me.
How did I know you were gonna choose pink?
Somehow you got cuter over the years.
It's just like his, because they had to squeeze it.
Can you know my skin? Really?
Look at that. Ta-da.
What kind of candy is that?
It's perfect.
Is it
It's so
heavy?
squished right there, but yeah, it's not really heavy, that's right.
It's bright pink.
What do you guys think? Pretty cool?
Got the purple Sharpie.
We got a purple
Mama-
Sharpie for you guys to
Mama
sign.
gave it- Mama gave it to us and she didn't even know that. Let's get a purple Sharpie and she just got one. That's so cool.
But bros, guess what? Some people wanted to sign it because they've seen her, like her
Like
friends have seen her.
Michelle,
Mana was there,
I like-
Michelle's there. But she said, no, I want my brothers to be first. How cool is that? So she legit wants you guys to sign it first.
Here's the debate. Which brother?
She kind of said Gregson.
Yeah.
Which one?
Gregson, is this the first signature? Are we doing it right now? First signature on the cast, baby. Purple Sharpie. Ooh, Hazel, look at that. Oh my gosh, first of many. And Brexy, that's kind of special. You were the first one. Can I tell you? I know why. You have been brother of the century. Laying with her in bed, taking good care of her. You were at the hospital with her. You were there when it happened. I think that's pretty fitting that you'd be the first one to sign it.
Why is her arm squashed?
That's how.
Everybody says that. We should probably explain everything that happened at the doctor's appointment and everything that they told us. Why she has a squished
Oh,
cast.
and a heart.
True. Love it. Hey, can I get on there too? I'll let mom do next, but then maybe me. Is that okay? Okay.
It squished it because I think that's kind of where my broken bone was.
That's how they hold the bone
Yeah,
in place.
I'm gonna do it right here. Look at it.
Oh, that's smart.
You know that I love
She's
you.
like, oh, what's the time? Oh, my mom loves me.
My heart, dad. Oh no, you. Huh? Thought for sure it'd be me. Go in between Brex and Crew. Is that cool if I do that, guys? Okay. I like how mom did it so you can read it. Can I do it upside down? Check this out. And it was signed with a hug. Ready? Is that good? Love it. Love it. It's in a purple Sharpie. We are back now. We have had quite the afternoon. Went and did a fun little shopping spree. Got some fun stuff. Got a really cool cotton candy out of a machine. Went and looked for some tank tops
It was
that
really big, but I ate the whole thing.
would be easy to put on over a cast, but we weren't able to find anything that we really loved. But you guys, latest and greatest on Hazy's cast recap of what happened after the doctor left the office. I think we talked about how they had the surgeon look at it. Did we ever talk about that on camera? So Hazy girl has got her pink cast on. It's official. No surgery today. We got a squishy cast. One of the lines that the guy said, and I remember him saying it last time, is crooked casts make straight bones. She's got a smashed cast, so it's squished on the sides, flat on the bottom. That's to hold the bone just right, just in place, and then that way it can heal. The way he described it, it's like balancing chopsticks, so it's got to really be held nice and tight. Had the surgeon look at the x-ray. The surgeon confirmed you can probably get by with just a cast, but just to be safe, we have an appointment already again next week.
On Monday.
Before we go to Disneyland, because they just want to give a check on it before we take off. Won't affect our trip either way, they said. We can go regardless.
They do decide that they need to do a procedure.
They kept
Hazy
calling
knows
it
what that means.
Surgery.
We can do that whenever we get back if it's necessary, but we're
Yes.
hopeful
So
that
for
we
right
can
now, not gonna need it, but I will say we're not entirely out of the woods yet because we do have to go back, just check and see the progress of the cast, but they're very hopeful and they do feel like a cast. Even the surgeon said he thinks the cast could take care of things. It could just be like a 6-week process, 3 weeks in this one, 3 weeks in a smaller one, and done, which would be fantastic. So today, phenomenal news at the doctor. Fantastic to be able to come home in that bright pink, beautiful
do it.
cast.
It's so cute.
We
We're
are so
getting
proud of Hazy.
signatures on it.
We got a
Exciting.
purple Sharpie from Mana Joe to get the signatures on the cast. Brothers were the first ones to sign it. That was a pretty big deal that they'd be the first ones to sign it. Drag Guy's out right now with Karsten actually, and they are on their way here. On their way back, they want to see Hazy's pink cast and compare casts. Sniffing your armpit. We learned a little bit more about the waterproofing too. I don't know if we talked about that. This one can get wet, but it shouldn't be submerged. It just stinks and takes a really long time to dry out and it itches if you get it wet, but it can.
So we're not going
So we'll do
to.
waterproof sleeve on it, and then we'll just only splash, not submerge. Hazy was so cute at the appointment, so funny. Recreated the exact exact picture she took when she was 3 in the same hallway by the same door against the same wall, and it's absolutely adorable. Gotten cuter somehow.
We're gonna let her rest. We're gonna elevate her hand. She's got some purple fingers, which they said that's normal for today. Just need to be above her heart. I think she needs your guys' signatures.
Yep.
Look, Carson has one to match. You guys are like twinners. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, Ryga, what you gonna write?
Mine's sand handwriting.
Well, mine's worse because I have to write right-handed, so.
Do we have Karsten go? Oh yeah, he's actually left-handed. So this is just a tad bit trickier, huh? Okay, so this is gonna look like a first grader wrote it.
Yeah, it's not like my left hand's any better.
It's like hard for you to even hold it. Okay. What's that? R?
I'll just do car.
I love it.
Big day for this sweetheart right here. Rocking the brand new pink cast, looking so good. She's got a handful of signatures already, many more to come.
Yeah.
Somebody said that we need to do a digital cast so that she can have people sign up from around the world. I don't know if that exists. I'm sure there's something. We want to figure that out though, because that would be kind of cool to have people sign a digital cast of Hazy's. Maybe we put it up like on our website or something like that, and then people can go there and sign it. I don't know. We'll figure out something, because that is a really cool idea that I saw. But Hazy, so far, no surgery. That's the big news of today. Get to have this fun cast on.
Monday we're gonna go back in the
A
doctor.
follow-up and a checkup, yeah. We're feeling real good. That looks so well set and squished. In fact, I don't know if you guys talked to Karsten about it earlier, but his is completely smushed too. And a lot of people were kind of weirded out by how it's not round and it's all flat. But Karsten's is that way too. They just have to mold it into place to keep the bones right where they want.
And he said when he broke his arm, his fingers.
It's been really nice actually having him here, because Hazy's fingers are a little bit darker, kind of purple.
Were like this
And
big.
kind of puffy. These ones aren't. And so Karsten goes, oh, that's pretty normal. He pulls up his 2 hands. Cast hand was a little bit darker than the other hand, a little bit puffier. And we're like, oh, and you've had that on for a while. So it's actually been nice having him show us
He
real
said
life.
that his fingers, when he got it, it was this big.
Big day. It was a big moment for us. So tomorrow we're getting back to life, figuring out how this next 6 weeks is going to look with the one arm. But Hazy is just getting bigger, better, stronger.
We're gonna take the next couple weeks and figure everything out. She's gonna sleep in Ryguy's room, have a little sleepover with him tonight.
Oh, that's fun.
He has a big old bed in there, so she's being brave.
Also, the good news is we're still going to Disney. That's exciting too. So we're getting ready for that, getting ready to head out, seeing what that new dance routine looks like, the fun we're gonna have there. Sounds like maybe a food tour of Disney is coming up. We love you so much. Thank you for being with us.
See you guys tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Alright guys, we just got the big
excited.
news. Hazy, what are we
We're
doing?
gonna cast.
We're doing a cast.
Will it hurt on the break? Will it run on the break?
We're not making the break worse. Is that what you're asking?
Seems like you're breaking. I know. I'm scared.
There was finding out if our daughters need surgery on their own, broken into plastic, then cast put on by. This is already been the link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. And bye-bye, keep like, and comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one. And subscribe if you're new, and click the bell to be notified when I upload. And what?